iranilaisten äänet, joilla internetti on poissa. Hallitus on katkaissut internetin, eikä niillä ole muuta ääntä saada kuuluville koko maailmalle, niin koko maailmalla tänään on kansainvälinen tai yhteinen kutsu tulla ulos ja olla niiden iranilaisten ääni, jotka on siellä, jotka ei pysty itse sanomaan mitään.
Here we have gathered to be the voice of Iranian people who have been cut from internet for more than 70 days. So we are here to be the voice of the voiceless who have weathered the massacre January 8th and January 9th of this year. And unfortunately, because their lives and their prosperity and their suffering doesn't really fit the narrative of the mainstream, they didn't really get a lot of attention. They didn't get, let's say, relatively no attention. Let's say if this internet blackout was done by Israel, not for 70 days, just for 7 days, the whole world would be screaming.
I'm from Iran, born and raised in Iran. Here today, same as every week, every other day, we are protesting against Islamic barbaric regime in Iran, who non-stop executing people in Iran, killing, torturing, raping kids, teenagers, headshot people in hospitals, you name it. There is like whatever you can even imagine, they do the worst. And unfortunately, we are all alone, as you see. There is maybe 2-3 Finnish guy that usually come. Doesn't matter the weather, how is the weather, they always show up. But comparing this to, as you said, pro-Palestinian movement, we see none. And it's very interesting for us as an Iranian to see how double standard people in Finland generally have. How, if you really think about the human rights, how you can just close your eyes in genocide, and we actually call it Holocaust in Iran, when the Islamic Republic killed 40,000 people in 2 days. And where are you guys? Where is the Ule radio? Where is the journalist that non-stop putting propaganda in all Finnish television channels, non-stop, 24/7, talking about, people in Gaza, people in Gaza suffering from Hamas, people in Lebanon suffering from Hezbollah, people in Yemen suffering from Houthis, which are all proxies for Islamic fucking Republic of Iran. Wake up! The same recipe that have been in Iran and makes Iran from one of the most beautiful country and free country to this shithole. It was the alliance of lefties and Islamists. And you can clearly see now it's happened nowadays in everywhere in Europe. I don't know how, with which proof we can make you see what's going on in Iran. Is there some more videos you want to see? I don't know, maybe you didn't see the videos. Maybe you didn't see how they killed people in Iran, in middle of a street. I don't know, what do you want to see?
No, what else a government should do to be considered something that the world needs to get rid of. Terrorizing inside, outside, like aspiring to get weapons of mass destruction, calling for the extermination of different nations on this planet, showing again and again that they don't have the capacity or even the potential of collaborating with the rest of the world.
No on se todella surullista, että miten, tai tuntuu siltä, että ei sitten niinku iranilaisten elämät ei kiinnosta sen verran, että edes tulla kysyä, mitä me tehdään täällä, miksi me ollaan täällä. Niin kun mä itse opiskelen sairaanhoitajaksi, niin oli todella, sattui niin paljon kuulla, miten sitten Iranissa, kun tapettiin yli 40 000 ihmistä, eikä siitä sanottu mitään näissä medioissa yhtään mitään. Ja sitten kun niitä lääkäriä ja sairaanhoitajat tapettiin sen takia, että ne oli auttamassa niitä, jotka oli loukkaantuneet ja kuolleet. Ja niitä sairaanhoitajia raiskattiin niin kuin joukkorauskaus sen takia, että ne oli auttamassa. Että se potilas itse siinä niin kuin anelista hoitajat, älä hoita mut, muuta itse kuolet. Niin se sattui niin paljon. Ja myös niitä kaikkia yli 40 000 ihmistä, ne ei vielä tiedä tarkkaa numeroa, koska internetit on katkaistu ja mitään ei sanota. Hallitus itse todellakaan ei sano mitään. Ja nytkään kukaan ei uskalla tulla enää ulos, koska heitä tapetaan. Tulee kysymys itselleen, että tarkoittaako iranilaisen elämä, onko se vähän arvoista kuin ne, jotka kuolee Hamasissa ja Palestiinassa. Että se on se sama hallitus, joka on rahoittanut niitä terrori-iskuja ja nyt se tappaa niiden omia kansalaisia samalla tavalla kuin se on tappanut monet syyttömät palestiinalaiset myös. Ja samalla se tappaa omia kansalaisia, eikä siitä sanota mitään. Tällä hetkellä me tuetaan Reza Pahlaviä. Hänen omansa mukaan hän ei halua olla kuningas, hän ei halua mitään tekemistä Iranin johtamisen kanssa sen verran vaan, että hän tuo demokratian takaisin Iraniin. Ja me haluamme sen tapahtumaan. Me halutaan hänet Iraniin, että hän johtaa tätä demokratiaa, tuo demokratiaa Iraniin. Kun ne ei ole kokenut sitä silloin, kun, mitä mä tiedän, silloin kun Reza Shah oli vallassa, niin hän halusi kaiken iranilaisille. Ne oli nostamassa öljyn hintaa, niin hän halusi kaikki hyvä iranilaisille ja länsimaat ei sitten tykänneet siitä. Niin sitten kun häntä otettiin pois vallasta ja tuotiin tämä islaminen hallitus, niin kun ihmiset ei ole päässyt kokemaan sitä, minkälaista on olla sekulaarisen ja demokraattisen Iranin kanssa niin tehdä yhteistyötä. Et musta tuntuu, ne ei tiedä millainen se on, niitä pelottaa, että ne ei saa käsinsä öljyyn ja ne ei halua, että tämä niin tapahtuisi enää.
We are really sick of it, you know, but I'm telling you, only 2 days ago, Foreign Minister of Norway, who is kingdom, right? They wanna say that they are from the free world. They represent the free world. They went to see the killers of Iranian people inside Iran. Can you believe it? We can't believe it. We can't believe it. And it's the same goes with all other governments in all Europe. We ask for many years now, just fire, close the Islamic Republic embassy. Islamic Republic doesn't represent Iranian people. I don't know what else we have to do. How many more people should be killed for you to wake up and to be in the right side of history? One more thing. We know what we want, so we do not want any suggestion from you. We don't need you tell us what is good or what is bad for us, right? All the time I'm hearing this shit. that, oh, you know, but US doesn't bring democracy for you. You know shit about Iranian situation, okay? Just let's be clear once for all.
They have been like collaborated with throughout these decades, and even now, like especially Europe doesn't seem to be willing to see the truth that they cannot be part of the future. They cannot be part of a prosperous future. Like Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi just recently had press conferences in Sweden and Germany, and none of the journalists had any meaningful interest to know what's happening for the people of Iran. They just were grilling. Their main interest was grilling him and why US and Israel are attacking the Islamic regime in Iran. And because I can only guess that that's their narrative, and that they want to push that up to them to be what actually is that behavior. What the impact is, whatever the intent, the impact is. They are silencing the Iranian people's voice. We just want to be heard. Like I don't know what else to say. Like if the media, and we don't want anyone else to go and be boots on the ground. We are the boots on the ground. Israel and the US are have interests that align with the Iranian people's interest, and also the Ukrainians, because Islamic regime provides drones to Russia. So all of us want this regime gone. Some of us are paying a price for it. Israel, Iranian people, and the US. The rest of the world, they don't need to do something, but they please don't actively silence us. That would be plenty. That would be plenty.
We know what we want. We have the alternative for Iran, which is King Reza Pahlavi, the Prince of Iran. And we have clear path road towards the future, prosperity, loving environment, the best connection with all the world, and we are going there with you or without you. That's why we are here every single fucking week, no matter what. We are here every day, okay? So if you want to stand in the right side of history, if you care about human rights, if you really care, come and join us. Come and join us. You are welcome. We shake the hand of every beautiful people who want to really support human rights, not show off. This is serious. You can see lots of photos from the young teenager people who have been killed in Iran. Just wake up, please. For your own good, not for us. For your own good, for your beautiful Finland that you live in. You don't want this for your country. Just wake up, please.
Jos olette täällä keskustassa ja näette meidät, niin tulkaa rohkeasti kysymään. Me ollaan avoimia kertomaan, miksi me ollaan täällä, mitä me tuetaan. Ja sen syystäkin me ollaankin täällä. Ja jos katsotte uutisia, niin katsokaa monesta eri sivustosta. Älkää luottako vain yhteen sivustoon, koska Iranin propaganda näkyy vielä niin kuin täällä Suomen ihan luotettavasta Ylestäkin, että ei kannata niihin luottaa. Kannattaa katsoa, mistä uutisia löytää ja katsoa eri sivustoista.